2024 was an incredible year for media, especially indie games. Between multiple indies breaking out of confinement into the wider video games industry consciousness and the debut of the inaugural Indie Game Awards, I'm so thrilled to see my favorite types of games getting more love. But some things remain the same. I'm still broke as fuck. Marvel's Midnight Suns is my 2024 honorable mention. This is one of the only games I bought this year. It is also the game I put the most time into. I absolutely adored this game and the mechanics, and I almost platinumed it until I ran into a glitch with the threat rooms, and then I set the game down for a few months, but hopefully by the end of this month, I will have returned to finally pop that platinum. Number 5. Sophia the Traveler is a Where's Waldo-like visual novel with absolutely stunning and impeccably detailed hand-drawn scenes. If you're looking for a cozy escape into a faithful recreation of Venice that feels vibrant and lived in, this is the game for you. I really adored how the hint system worked by accumulating the more time you spent looking at the scene, meaning that every time I got stuck, there was a little boost waiting to get me hooked back into the game. This code was provided by Vicarious PR. Number 4. I genuinely only picked up On Your Tail because my dear friend Luke Lewis was running the demo at the Mix during PAX West this year, but I was instantly captivated by the art and gameplay. So when Vicarious PR sent us an opportunity to request the review key, I immediately jumped on the trance to get my hands on the full game. I absolutely loved the deduction, mystery solving, and interrogation mechanics throughout the game. Plus, they managed to have the best fishing mechanic I've ever experienced in a game before. However, not being able to toggle off the extended button holds and their use of QuickTime events for the minigames made this game a bit of a physical challenge for me to play personally. However, the story is incredibly engaging with a satisfying twist at the end, and this is just overall such an incredibly solid game to play. Number 3. Love GOTY is a wholesome matchmaker game where you play as a ghost haunting a manor, trying to make your residents happy by giving them gifts and setting them up on dates disguised as doing chores. Now, I don't always love resource management like elements, and I'm very picky about my dating sims, but this game is so whimsical and full of joy that I was delighted by my entire playing experience. I love that every single resident is shippable with each other, so I didn't have to be afraid of falling in love with a couple only for them to not work out. And as someone who loves romantic stories but doesn't always want to feel like the main character of them, there was the perfect level of abstraction from the romantic plots by being the one to craft them rather than experience them yourself. The minigames were fun and felt meaningful to your game progression, and the replayability with their New Game Plus features surprisingly drew me in, even though I'm not usually one to replay games. Code provided by 61indie. Number 2. I absolutely adored Please Touch the Artwork when it released, but I ended up only putting about an hour into the game before putting it down and forgetting about it. This bite-sized sequel was the perfect follow-up, clocking in at just over an hour of gameplay while retaining all of the beauty and whimsy of the original. For a game made in only 6 months, I was thoroughly impressed by the quality of the puzzles and the interactive pieces of the artwork. Plus, this game is 100% free on Steam, so you should absolutely go check it out. Number 1. Listen, I love a game that can make me feel so incredibly dumb, but still feel compelled to keep going to learn more. Playing through 1,000 Times Resist, I had absolutely no idea what was going on, like 87% of the time, but the story and world building was so wholly captivating that I had to keep pushing past my confusion to discover the rest of the story. This game is so committed to representing the environment Sunset Visitor has created that you are immediately dropped in with no context and have to learn about the history and the lore of the world through your interactions, which is a storytelling device that I eat up every time. The environment manages to craft a careful balance of evoking sympathetic feelings to a world devastated by disease, while still staying respectful and mindful of its audience in a post-lockdown world. With themes of power, knowledge, civil unrest, and overthrowing governments, the narrative beautifully weaves a non-linear story about duty, justice, and faith that had me constantly questioning who the characters are and the choices I was making. The gameplay feels comfortable and familiar, even though they introduce mechanics I have never encountered before. I would have never thought to pick up this game on my own, so I'm so incredibly thankful to Mario for suggesting that this game might be up my alley, and to 61Indie for providing a review code, because now I want to dive in and play every game in this studio's catalog. Alright, shoutouts. Shoutouts to 2024, you were pretty alright. Shout out to indie video games, y'all killing it. Shout out to DC graduates for being the coolest project I launched this year. Shout out to JJ for making me watch the polyamorous cruise ship medical drama. Shout out to, shout out to women's sports. Hell yeah.